Okay, this is how to cook roast grouse with bread sauce, red currant jelly, fondant potatoes, wild mushrooms and bread sauce, if I haven't said that already. So, quick spin around the ingredients. We have carrots, parsnips, potatoes, the grouse of course, mushrooms, sliced potatoes, red wine, balsamic vinegar, red currant jelly, breadcrumbs, some oil, butter, thyme out of the garden, and butter. I think I've said that. Anyway, okay, first things first, need to make the bread sauce. So, as usual, we stud an onion with some cloves and put it in some milk with some black peppercorns and a bay leaf and leave it on the hob just to simmer for a while. Okay, the one thing I forgot to mention in the ingredients is you're going to need some chicken stock, so here's a picture of some chicken stock. Okay, we're going to get the root vegetables roasted first, so that's some parsnips and the carrots in some hot oil in a pan in the oven. For the fondant potatoes, you need to heat some hot oil in a pan, or heat some cold oil so it becomes hot oil in a pan, and then stick the potatoes in and fry them until the bottoms are nice and golden brown. Okay, onto the grouse. So the first things first, we need to fry it off in a pan with some oil just to get it started. So this is a case of just browning it on the outside over a nice high heat. Okay, the grouse is browning, and I'm just going to check the fondant potatoes. So they've got a nice brown underneath. They look done. So now we need to add the chicken stock to the pan. And along with the chicken stock, the garlic, and some thyme. There's the thyme. And a nice big knob of butter. And all of that can go in the oven for about half an hour. Okay, our grouse is nicely coloured now. You can see, might be a little bit more on the breast, so we'll just turn it over, give it a couple more minutes. Okay, there's your grouse. So that's now ready to go in the oven. It only takes about 15 minutes, so we'll leave it a little while the potatoes are on their way, and then we'll get it in the oven. Okay, time to get the grouse in the oven. Okay, the grouse has been in the oven for about 15 minutes and the oven's now turned out, just resting. The fondant potatoes and roasted carrots and parsnips are still just finishing off. So it's now time to just fry off some mushrooms in some butter, get them going. And also, just because we had some offcuts of potato, I'm going to make a little, or try and make a little potato rosti. So we'll see how that goes as well. So that's mushrooms frying in some butter, grouse and root vegetables all in the oven, and an experimental potato rosti. And also, the bread sauce mix is just warming through, ready to go onto the breadcrumbs. So we're all good. Hopefully. Okay, after a couple of minutes in the pan, I've just turned the potato rosti over. You can see it's nice and golden brown on the bottom. And hopefully, if I just turn the gas down a little bit, that'll just finish off nicely. The mushrooms are doing. They're just for a nice little garnish, so we can make sure they're all nice and coated. And yeah, we're ready to put together the dish pretty soon and make the sauce. Okay, the grouse is now cooked, and you can just check it by making sure that the juices run clear, which they do, which you can't really see, but they do. So just pierce the breast and make sure the juices run clear, and then transfer it to a warm plate. Okay, so the grouse is out of the oven, and now we're going to make the sauce. So the first thing to do is get the pan that the grouse has been cooking in on the heat, and add a little splash of red wine, and also, if I can get the top off, a little splash balsamic vinegar. And then get the wooden spoon out and get all those nice crispy bits off the bottom of the pan. That's perfect. We'll let that reduce a little bit and get a bit thicker. Okay, that's reduced a bit, and just added a nice dollop of red currant jelly and a good knob of butter, and that will be our sauce. Okay, so we brought it all together. So we have our roasted root vegetables, mushrooms, bread sauce, fondant potatoes, and that lovely grouse breast with red currant sauce. There we go. I'm going to enjoy this. I almost forgot the game chips. There we go, they're a bit overdone, but we have some game chips too.